Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream within the past hour. Actually, I don't want on my mobile, but I thought, you know what, we need to talk about this a lot more because this is quite worrying. In fact, I'm a bit worried overall. I want to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions on it. We are going to wait for everyone to tune in. If you guys can like the video, just as if you want to join, if you honestly want to join, let me know, man. But I want to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions. This is 1 a.m. that I'm doing this stream. I brought my laptop down. I got the mic. You can see everything clearly. You can probably see Ramadan Mubarak here, not fully. Um, but yeah, guys, if you like the grind, if you support the grind, like the video, man, as it helps out this channel a lot. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification and tune in every single day, man, because I want to hear your thoughts and opinions as always. If you want to join the call, let me know in general as well. Send in your super chats if you want to support the channel and hit the notification always. Yeah, just as I'll send the link in a minute or two. Everyone that's tuning in, let me know your thoughts in general about this if you haven't already said it. But what I'm gonna do in this video is basically go through all the latest reports, all the tweets, everything that gives you the breakdown. A lot of people saying that Chelsea will be banned from the Champions League, Chelsea will be gone from the Premier League. But this is all fake news. This is all wrong. Don't believe everything that you hear. You need to check the credibility. You need to check the source. You need to read and research properly on these things because it's not true. It's not true. Obviously, my opinion is that I think Chelsea and Man City were bullied into joining this. Man City and Chelsea don't need the money. They already got all this money. They don't need anything, if you know what I mean. But I do believe that Chelsea want UEFA to think about the change that they're making to the Champions League. The new reform rules don't really make sense for anyone personally. And I feel like that's basically them sign up to this European Super League thing to try and make them think again about what they're doing. But the bad thing about this is agreement has been done. Agreement has been signed, like Ross Telfer said. Yeah. Which means there are at least 12 teams going to be joining this. They're going to be pushing to 15 to 20 teams on this. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Javier, man, hit me up on Twitter, man, so I can send you the link because I don't have Instagram on here, so I can't send it. But if anyone can support this channel, please send in your super chats as always. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification. We're going to be getting fans worldwide on this because, you know, you guys wake up 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 2 a.m. I'm grateful to wake up at 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. and watch the game. But you guys watching at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. What does it mean for you guys? I'm a bit worried. Chelsea Megastore was £20 for Chelsea kits. Okay, £20. You don't hear that nowadays, man. £20 for a shirt kit is very, very cheap. These guys got it on lock, man. They know what they're doing. So it's a bit crazy. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from as well, man. Let me know where you guys are tuning in. Honestly, I respect fans worldwide, man. That's why my name is Worldwide, if you know what I mean. Worldwide Chelsea for the fans worldwide. But I do still believe there's more to the story. I still think there's gonna be a comeback from UEFA to sort out certain deals with the big clubs. No, but where you tuning in now from, man? Just as I'll send you now. Give me a sec. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. We're gonna be getting people on here. Boy, 1 a.m. man. I'm meant to be going to sleep and that now. I've got work tomorrow. Mate. If you win Champions League or anything doesn't mean anything, man. Justice, how are you, man?
I'm doing absolutely awesome. Really am. I love all the hate I got today. I did 2 previous live streams on this very subject, and because of where I was born, it's all my fault, apparently, or people from my country. So, all I have to say is if you're going to hate, at least drop a like on this man's stream. All right? You can't hate until you drop a like on the stream. And then you can hate all you want.
I love that, man. It's been a while since you've come on.
It's been a day.
Good to see. Yeah. What's the time over there again?
It is exactly 7:10 p.m.
7:10 p.m. Lovely, lovely. Javier, man, how are you, bro?
Not too good, man. You?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Your hair's going mad, fam.
Yeah, it's long.
When you gonna cut
I don't know, man. I kind of like it like this. I'm gonna let it grow out.
it? Yeah. Justice, look, talk to me your general opinion on this scenario without any reports. What is your actual thoughts on this overall?
My overall thoughts are this has been coming for a while, a long while. UEFA has made a lot of mistakes over the past 20 years. From what I've read, financial fair play,
Yep.
and just a whole bunch of other things. Of course, if the more money you have, the more pull you have with UEFA. So let's not hold UEFA up as this great shining example of what everything should be, because we all trash them every week, whether it's for the things they do. So that's number one. Number two is let's stop and think about the proposed bans that these countries are proposing in their FAs. So you're saying the EPL is going to stay afloat without the 6 clubs named? I'm sorry to tell you, but the TV revenue is gone if that happens, because the TV revenue is based on the supporters of those 6 clubs. Okay, we have let's just say there's $1 billion TV deal.
Yeah.
Out the window.
Straight.
It's gone, because you're not going to pay $1 billion to watch West Ham, Wolves, Everton. You're not going to pay that kind of money as a sponsor. So that's what I'm just saying. That's not going to happen. They're going to come around and go, oh, wait a minute, we put our foot in our mouth. As far as a World Cup, so you're saying a World Cup without Eden Hazard, Messi, Ronaldo, if they're going to play,
Yeah. All the big names.
all the big names. Who's going to watch? Who's going to watch? The casual fan won't tune in because those big names will not be there. Thus, the revenue will go down. So you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. All right. So I think this is a tactic to say, well, you played your card. Now we're going to play ours.
Yeah.
Great.
We're gonna need some discussions definitely between the two parties. Of course, this is not the end of it. This is just the start.
Right. Well, that's if you ever played poker, you put your first bid down and then you go to the next round. Well, guess what? The next round's coming up.
Trust me.
You ante up. Everybody put their ante in the pot. Let's go. And unfortunately for UEFA, these clubs are the most powerful clubs in Europe. Period. End of.
Yeah.
And everybody talks about why is Arsenal there? Why is Tottenham there? Because they have huge revenue streams. Because they command a huge audience. Because Tottenham is a fashionable club right now. They're not any good, but they're fashionable because Harry Kane, Son, the Amazon
Prime team,
the whole thing, the Prime deal. So they're a fashionable. It's marketing. These are the best. Other than Bayern and PSG, and maybe Dortmund, these are the most valuable teams in Europe, and you cannot lose those and still function as a football association, because there will be no money.
Yeah.
To play those games. Sorry.
Definitely.
What are you going to bring Millwall up, Norwich, and Bournemouth? Yeah, people are going to tune in for that?
Nah,
without the big name? They're not going to do it. So that is just a little bit of that. That's just the FA's trying to come back and play their trump card. Well, you don't think that these multi-billion-dollar companies with these high-priced legal firms didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
I actually think that they didn't think this through. They just said, "Well, yeah, we're just going to do this." They woke up one morning and said, "Hey, let's form this league." No, it's all they all have the lawyers. They all know how it's going to play out. The FAs will cave because they have no other choice than to cave.
No, I totally agree with that, man. Javi, let's get your thoughts, man. What do you think of this whole situation?
Well, what worries me the most is the fact that if we do get banned from the UCL, like, what was the point of all the hard work we put in the season to get to where we are now, just for it to get banned from it? We're in the semifinal. Like, it's all that work for nothing, pretty much. It's stupid. And yeah, man, it's just really annoying. Like, I don't see the point in it, honestly. Just everything's fine the way it is. Just leave it the way it is.
Yeah, but I haven't looked into it properly. But the new reform by UEFA must have been shocking. If they're going to push it this early already. So I know there's probably talks behind the scenes for many, many years, but they've probably seen this reform, which happened on Monday, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Today for you, tomorrow for me.
Yeah, so it was coming, like you said, Jesse. It was coming basically, and it looks like obviously the bigger clubs definitely have their cards sorted. They've got the first say, definitely. But what do you think is going to happen in the end? Just obviously UEFA going to give in, but what go back to old rules? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I heard you talk about the shirt sales, and that didn't click at first. Why did they have a $20 kit?
£20, bro. I got someone to go for me and get that £20 for me. I wasn't going there myself. Someone got it for me. £20.
Why are they that cheap?
To win us, isn't it? Win our hearts.
No. To get rid of them. To get them off the shelves.
It was sold out. Yeah,
because if you're bringing in new merchandise, you have to get rid of the old. So, no Champions League kits anymore. And if the FA wants to kick us out of the Premier, no Premier League kits anymore.
Yeah.
So again, who the sponsors are going to go with? Chelsea, Man City, Man United, all these clubs, or are they going to go with Everton? Well, pick a different. Let's say, Hellas Verona or Torino. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to stick with the people who move the kits. So maybe Nike goes, okay, well, you're going to drop one of our big money teams. We're not going to sponsor any more teams. I mean, you have to understand, money follows money. That's the way of the world. You know that. You're in that business.
Cool.
Money follows the money every time, and it always wins. The guy with the most gold always wins.
Facts. Everyone's saying let's check Madrid's zone. So you know what? We are gonna check it so we can see it together. Just bear with me, guys. Are these guys okay? Look, the hub for all Madrid updates. Okay, fair enough. I've got some comments here. Okay, let me just share this so you look can see it together. Apparently, Klopp might quit, man, or something. It's a bit crazy.
Well, I heard that on United Stand. They had the guy from Anfield Agenda on there.
Oh yeah.
And I think they said that he hopes he quits. I don't see a manager just walking away because you don't think they're going to get a bump in pay if the club's making more money. I don't know about you, but I have never walked away from a job that wants to pay me more money. I don't know about anybody else.
No, facts. It's a bit crazy. Yeah, but look, we do have reports here saying it's not going to be suspended Champions League, or we're not going to be suspended basically from all this. A lot of people saying that PSG be awarded the cup tomorrow. That's what they're saying. They'll get it tomorrow. Leicester win the FA Cup, and that's it. It's done. People will believe anything. This is basically a time where any reporter out there can basically put on an article, click it, get the clicks, get the ads, get the revenue in.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, done. We hear reports from Spain, Italy, everyone from Chelsea Twitter going crazy about it. Oh, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Then you have to get UK journalists to come out and say, yeah, it's not true, blah blah blah. This is how it works. Just like money, this is how articles and YouTube and everything. This is how it all works. It all goes round in a circle, man. One after another after another. But why did Chelsea announce it at 11:30 p.m. UK time? We were all expecting 9:30 p.m. UK time. They must have thought people going to sleep in the UK or something. Like, circus continues.
Well, I can tell you in American politics, if you want to bury a story, you release it about 5:30 on a Friday, because on 5:30 on a Friday, everybody's getting ready for the weekend, and so the story gets buried.
Yeah.
So again, they had to put it out before UEFA put out their announcement on Monday, and they had to make sure that what teams were actually going to be in. Because it's one thing to say, yeah, I'm in, and then you go, well, this is the dog's dick. Are you still in? And some clubs backed away. Bayern, seems now Leipzig are going to probably accept.
Join. Yeah.
Because again, all the money's going to be there, and these big clubs, they want to be there too. They want to be in on that money. Red Bull wants to be in on that money. So they're talking about that because Dortmund said no. And PSG will join. They're just trying to keep, I think they're owned by Qatar, aren't they?
Yeah, Qatar, yeah.
Okay,
definitely
so
gonna
do the
join.
math there.
Definitely gonna join. 100%. I'll tell you, Qatar definitely will be joining, man. Just quickly, Javier, what do you think of the players? What do you think they're thinking right now? Do they have any say? Do you think they'll stand up? Do you think they'll just give in? What do you think?
That's what I was thinking, man. Like, can they not just like go on strike or something, or just not play?
No, they can't. They can't do that.
They can't do that.
No, man. They'll get fined. They'll get sacked, or what can happen? Just as they'll get terminated. The contract will get terminated, right, or something.
Yeah, but here's what the players are thinking: cha-ching, because their salaries are going to go up. More money means more money from me. So you're going to tell somebody, "Hey, I'm going to pay you an extra $100K a week."
Straight.
No, don't pay me another $100K a week. I'm gonna stand on principle. I'm sorry. You offer me something like that. Who do you want me to sell out, man? No, I'm just kidding. But you understand that they're there to make money, and they can only do this for a short period of time. You can't, football careers, any sporting career is not forever. It's not like they're a day trader or, they don't own a company. They are their business. And so if it's 5-10 years, they have to maximize what they make for those 5 or 10 years. Because a lot of not all of them, but there's a lot of them that are not only supporting themselves, but the entire family. And I've made this point before. This will offer more generational wealth to poorer players from poorer countries that can lift their entire family out of poverty. And
will they get the opportunities, you think?
What are you talking? I'm talking about players now. And coming up, because you have players from poorer countries, what I'd call third world countries.
Yeah.
That their only means to save their family is through their talent.
Yeah, definitely.
So, do you think they're going to walk away from something like this? Oh, you mean I can make more money and help more of my people? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pass. Sign me up.
The players must have known this for a while, though. They must have known this, definitely. The club's owners or managers, they must have been talking about it. It can't just have come out anywhere and been like, yeah.
Well, the agents at least knew. The agents knew.
Yeah.
You know who's happiest? Name the one guy that's probably just rolling in it right now, like a
Rory.
pig in shit. No. Super agent.
Raiola.
Because he's gonna get that million a week for Holland now.
That guy's laughing, mate. That guy is definitely laughing. I'm excited to see a tweet from him tonight. In fact,
I'm surprised we haven't. I'm surprised he's not on the board.
no, for real, man.
So
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Ads, what's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. This
I
is
thought you were sleeping, man.
nah, bro. I'm sleeping.
What's your take on this Super? You said you're gonna support Burnley.
No, I might have to find a new team, man. I'm wearing this nonsense, son. I don't know why I got this top on, bro.
Yeah, just as he bought a top Megastore. Look, how much?
£15.
Oh man,
they're trying to move him out.
Absolute nonsense. I don't know what's going on, man. They've ruined football, bro. Completely ruined it, man. It's terrible.
fam, don't you think that we're all annoyed with them, and when it happens, or if it does happen, we're still gonna be watching the same. We're still gonna be talking the same, and we're all gonna be moving on with the level. We're saying no now. But we probably won't get bored of playing big teams. We'll get used to it. There's gonna be more clicks, more money. Bro, it is. Bro, they're gonna be making billions, yeah, and YouTube is gonna be making more money because of these big games.
No, absolutely not, bro.
They are.
Bro, you're taking the whole thing, the whole love for football. You're taking it out, bro. The whole thing about football is anyone can beat anyone. People get relegated. People get into this competition for how well they played. If you don't play well enough, you're not going to get Europa League or Champions League. If you don't play good enough, you're going to get relegated, etc., etc. You got to grind it out to win the league. If you lose, if you're bottom of the Super League, it means absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Those games are going to be absolutely pointless. It means nothing even if you win the whole thing. I mean, unless you win the thing, it means nothing because you're second, you're third, it means nothing. You're not getting top four, you're not qualifying for anything. What are you fighting for? You're just playing the same thing over and over again every single year. It's terrible, bro.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. We need to realize it's money. It's about money, bro. Football's not football.
Terrible. They've ruined the sport, bro. If this goes ahead, the sport's ruined. It's done. It's finished, bro. It's finished. It's finished.
Will you still watch it?
No, bro. Honestly, I don't know, bro.
I think I'll cut down. I personally think I'll cut down on
it. Bro, because the love for the game is going to drop
down.
so much, bro. Like, the love for the game is going to drop so much, bro. I mean, bro, oh my God, what a terrible day for football, man. Awful.
I mean, it's a new day now. It's a new day. There's a kind of 18th of April.
If we win the Champions League and FA Cup, I'm not even going to celebrate Brighton on Tuesday. I don't care. I don't care about the Brighton match on Tuesday, bro. It means nothing to me. I don't care, bro. Bun top four, too cool. 2012, 2021, nothing. It doesn't matter, bro. I don't care, bro. It's finished, man. They've ruined it, bro. They just ruined it, man, for everyone, bro. It's so whack, man.
Is this true? Breaking news: the Champions League semis and Europa League quarters.
Yeah, that's probably going to get cancelled as well, bro. Everything's
apparently now, right now, Justice. Apparently, right now. Let me check. Let's check.
Bro, so all that Tuchel's done, everything. We're not playing Real Madrid. Hazard isn't coming back to the bridge. Courtois is not going to come back to the bridge. Nothing's going to happen, man. It's just dead, man. It's so whack, bro.
Chill. Let's see this. I'm looking for some stuff. If there's any news on this, or Naz, we might be chatting shit. He's probably chatting shit, man. I apologize about that.
Fabrizio said it's not true. They have not made a decision yet. And listen to this, because we're talking about money. I was watching a little bit of Hugh Izzy, and he found a tweet that said they haven't decided. And the reason why is they have contractual obligations to put these games on. So they have to put them on because of money. So sitting here talking about money. Well, you know what? Money makes the world go around, whether you like it or not. That's what it's all about. And they have to put these games on. So you think you're gonna say, okay, the teams that lost, you get to now play, and the teams that won, we're gonna kick you out? Nobody would watch that. Nobody would even consider them champions because they already got knocked out of the tournament. So you have to go ahead with these teams and play. Again, it's UEFA, it's the FA, it's FIFA playing their cards. And their cards are very, very weak. They're bluffing.
Yeah. No, I agree with it, man. I think this is this announcement basically is beginning of the end for basically normal football for everyone.
I can't believe this. I still haven't like comprehended it properly, like taken it in. I can't believe what has just been announced today, man. It's actually so sad what's going on, bro. It's so sad.
This
The
is
whole
during
feeling-
COVID, fam.
The whole
Well,
feeling
not
for
COVID,
football, going to the games, waiting for the game on the weekends, the worldwide shows previews. It's just bro. Must draw, must lose. I don't care. I don't care about the results now, bro. There's no must draws, must win. I don't care. We lose every game 10-0. I don't care, bro. If this thing goes on, I don't care, bro.
Apparently, yeah, they've already made a Twitter page. I've seen the website. The website is up already. This is legit, fam. And also apparently, rules are being made that 5 clubs can come into each season.
Bro, you're gonna see Mark Noble, Tarkowski, all of these men lining up for England at the Euros in the summer, bro. I don't know what this is, man. This is terrible. It's the worst thing for football ever, man.
Well, but you're assuming that all of these bans are actually going to happen.
Now, all these what?
The bans that they're talking about from international play, from the league and everything else, that's not going to happen.
It can't happen. It can't happen. Right.
You can't have a Europa League. You can't have a European league of any sort, whether it's international or not international, professional, that do not involve these teams and the players on these teams. Who's going to watch? Who's going to watch England squad?
Who's going to watch?
Bro, but the whole thing of football, man. I don't want to see Chelsea versus Real Madrid and Barca every year. I want to see what West Ham are doing this year, making a push for the top 4. I want to see Leicester winning the league. I want to see these kind of things in football. That's what football's about, man. Football isn't just about the top clubs going at it every single year. I want to see random teams like Porto in the Champions League knocking out Juve. This is absolute nonsense, bro. It's terrible, man. It's so bad.
Yeah. We just got to see what happens in the next stages, man. This is going to go for a long time, man. I'll be surprised if the Euros goes ahead. I'll honestly be surprised if Euros go ahead. Surely the Euros will be delayed.
They got TV deals. You got to put the games on. The money's been paid. There's contracts.
Bro,
you just can't go, we're not going to do it.
Selfish, man. So selfish, man.
JP Morgan, guys, are backing this, like you said, Justice. That's a big move. I can tell you from where I work right now, that's a big move.
$6 billion.
What are you talking about?
JP Morgan, fam, they're basically backing all the football clubs to go ahead with it. Like, literally.
They're backing the Super League at a tune of $6 billion American, which is what, 500 billion, or not 500, but 5 billion.
5 billion, yeah.
Pounds. I think
it's pounds, yeah. It's not even euros.
I heard 5 billion pounds or 6 million American, because when American TV reports stuff, it's usually done in American dollars.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the exchange rate is, a pound to so I've heard 5 billion pounds or 6 billion American. I don't know if that works out exchange rate wise.
Money talks, man. Money talks. I mean, I don't know.
If we win the Champions League this season, you're going to be guest.
No. I will.
I wouldn't be. I can't lie. I'll just be like, yeah, well done, boys. I wouldn't be able to get myself gassed, man. Honestly.
Well, look, it'd be the last time we ever won it.
True. It will be the last time.
I know, but just it's not the same feeling, man. Knowing that football's just going to change forever after this, it's bittersweet.
Yeah, well, it changed back in '92 when the Prem was formed.
Yeah, but that's
true.
Well, a lot of people still I'm sure these conversations were had.
Yeah. Because Liverpool winning every year before that.
Yeah. So, and it happened when FFP came in. It happened when.
But this is major. This is breaking up countries. This is making a European league and taking all these clubs out of their countries. It's messing up the lower divisions. It's messing up the lower league pyramid of football, the non-league. All these clubs.
It's a bit sad, man. Just as the lower
FA,
league.
The FA is not going to be able to fund these lower league clubs anymore. Like, there's going to be no funding. There's not going to be any money. There's not going to be enough money to fund these clubs. They're all going to have to fold. All of these semi-pro teams that are trying to work their way to the conference, trying to work their way to professional football, it's just not going to work anymore. even teams like teams in League Two, League One, these teams are going to struggle big time as well. We saw a couple months ago teams like Bolton and who was the other one? It was Bolton and one other team. They'll have to take donations and all this stuff just so they can survive as a club. So if this goes ahead, it's going to be massive, man. Like 100, like Gary Neville said, 150 years of what's been built in this country is gone. It's finished. All the culture, all the history of the football in this country is finished. It's done.
Yeah, I don't believe that's going to happen. Number one, I don't believe that the English FA will actually get rid of the 6 best clubs in England or the 6 best revenue earners in England, because that would in turn kill the Premier League and every other league underneath it. If those teams are not banned, and I'm telling you now, it would be suicide for the FA to do that. You will have actually more money come into the Prem because the Super League will generate more interest, and then you will have more viewers that say, turn it on for the first time and say, oh, I like Chelsea. I like how they play. And then they'll follow them over to the Premier League, which gives you more viewership, which means that's how it works. Everybody is looking just at the negative. The positive is, if done correctly, this could lift every league. I'm talking, every league, because these FAs are not going to ban their top clubs because then they go under. What's La Liga without Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico?
Nothing really.
Okay, then they go under. So why would you do that?
Teach them a lesson, innit?
At the cost of killing an entire league?
I don't know if it'll kill the entire league, though, man.
It will, because the TV money is gone.
No, but I feel like a lot of fans will boycott this Super League and start finding new teams and stuff in their country.
No, they won't. No.
Money talks, bro. If they offer you 100k more from £5 billion, bro, like what's 100k? Sorry?
So
fans.
What about fans?
Yeah,
but I just remember a time we're not even getting fans in the stadium, fam. This is probably the best time to do it.
Yeah, that's why they did it, because there's no fans.
There's no fans. There's literally no fans, fam. And all this talk about getting the vaccine and going in the vaccine, fam. The vaccine's all about money as well. It's political as well, man. This, bro, everything is money. So everything's literally money, bro. Like, you have to realize this. This is
what a sad world we live in, man. Honestly, what a sad world we live in.
It's the world it's always been. It's always been the person with the most money rules. It's been that way throughout history. Sadly, money gives you power. So
money's the way, bro. That's how it is, man. So what ends? What are you gonna do? You gonna quit watching football or?
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is obviously it's a shock to me, innit? So I haven't even processed everything properly, but I'm just want to see what they say in it. If the Premier League, because obviously they don't want to, these clubs, they don't want to leave their leagues. They want to do this as a midweek thing and then come play.
Read this guy, seriously, read it. This guy's in year 11. He's a 15-year-old, and look what happens.
You guys really think they actually care about what the fans think?
No, I don't. I don't think they care. But at the same time, I don't think Chelsea and City were interested in this. Like, they've got money. They've got money. They don't need it. They've got money.
Of course they
honestly.
Don't believe this getting backed up into a corner thing, man.
They did, man. Just don't you agree? Don't you think?
Everybody puts out a little bit of spin to make themselves look better. They were an original signer.
That's what I'm saying.
They were an original club to this. Whether they wanted to do it now, I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I'm not privy to those discussions.
Don't believe these little journalists, man. I'm telling you, bro. All these clubs are very they definitely know what they're doing, man. They definitely wanted to get involved in it, man.
Oh yeah, they did because they were one of the original teams that were in on it.
100%, man. They're getting backed into a corner. You can back them into a corner. If you don't want to join, you don't have to join.
They were saying that they'll get left behind.
But that is true. They would be.
They would, revenue-wise, they would get left behind.
Revenue-wise, they will be left behind.
Yeah.
This Florentino Perez guy, this guy is.
It's Kroenke for me. That's the one that pisses me off the most. Kroenke,
apparently everyone agreed that they would just make some alterations to the Champions League and the structure of it and how it's set out. And then this Florentino Perez guy, he was like, nah. And then he got everyone back on the Super League thing, and he started convincing everyone, nah, let's do this, and started like laying it out for everyone. And that's how I got from. You know, if it's just a midweek thing, the Euro stay as it is, the World Cup stays as it is, the FA Cup stays how it is, the league stays how it is, I wouldn't be so angry. But if the whole thing happens where we'd have to leave England, and that would be just our domestic league. Can't even call it a domestic league, but yeah.
No, what did it say though? It said it will replace the Champions League only, right? And they'll play it.
When Chelsea put on the media release, they said the format is just for it to be played midweek, and they don't want to ruin football and how it's built up in the country and stuff. So they don't actually want to leave the Premier League. That's giving me a slight glimmer of hope that if the Premier League will seriously force them to quit, then they might back off. That's the only thing that's giving me a bit of hope, but I doubt it.
But they can't. Yeah, they can't. The contracts and everything, they just can't. These guys have got it on lock, man. They're bigger than the force is bigger than the actual FA and UEFA. That's fact. If you don't have these guys,
this is what they said on the Chelsea website. Yeah, for competition format, they said 20 participating clubs with 15 founding clubs and a qualifying mechanism for further 5 teams to qualify annually based on achievements in the prior season, and then midweek fixtures with all participating clubs continuing to compete in their respective national leagues, preserving the traditional domestic match calendar which remains at the heart of the club game. So they want to.
They're chatting breeze, bro. they're just trying to sweeten it up, fam.
You genuinely believe they actually want to leave the Prem?
No,
obviously they're not going to leave the Prem, bro. They can't leave the Prem anyway.
That's what they're saying, though. They're saying that they want to preserve the traditional domestic match calendar and compete in the respective national league. They don't want to cut in it.
Yeah, they just basically cutting out the middleman in UEFA and saying, we're tired of your – because they don't like UEFA's new format. They're going to announce today. Maybe they won't now because why have a Champions League with those 12 teams not there?
Yeah,
it wouldn't make sense for the Champions League continue. Who's going to watch Leicester versus Sevilla and Burnley versus... Well,
Leicester and Sevilla played a couple of years ago, to be fair, in Champions League.
Yeah, but Champions League final, Conference League, who's watching? Who's watching? And who's watching the Premier League next season? The Sheffield, the Sheffield fans are going to be partying. They've saved themselves. They're not going down.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think any of those bans are going to happen. Just because there's too much money tied up in all of this, and you would destroy the entire. If you replace 6 teams, those 6 teams with 6 teams from the championship, NBC Sports, Sky Sports, whoever's your provider of Premier League would call up and go, "We're canceling our contract. See you later."
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, but you know what the worst thing is? I think Sky and are actually worried about all of this because with this new European, they're not involved in it. It's going to Amazon, I think.
Sky and BT are in trouble. They're in trouble, I'm telling you.
To be fair, I'm tired of BT anyway. I'm sick and tired of the commentators on BT. I don't mind Sky. Sky is classic. Like when we were brought up and growing up, I watched Sky. I don't mind that. But Sky Sports News is shit. But they're finished, fam.
Yeah, because apparently the Zone has paid how much? It was like 3.5 billion in TV rights to acquire that. So yes, Sky's in big trouble. Big trouble. They're in trouble, bro. I can't lie.
You know what's funny? You know all this talk about get women's football out there and stuff, like try to get the rights and try to push it and everything. I don't think anyone's thinking about that anymore. We put that to the side, and now it's this Super League.
Well, they're making
every day there's something new.
What's going on, man? Bro, you know what's funny? To me, it's just how it came out of nowhere. I just finished my match earlier, and my brother's like, "Oh, you know they're making a Super League. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I was like, what are you on about? Yesterday, Chelsea beat Man City. I'm preparing for the FA Cup final. And you're telling me about Super League now. And then they just announced it randomly, man. It was that was so amazing. It was such a shock.
They're making a women's Super League as well. They've already come out and said it. So, which will actually be really good for the women's game. It would get it out there a lot more if they had a women's Super League.
Oh my days! You know what? These streams at night remind me of when I started like a couple years ago, man. This is too funny, man. Honestly, sometimes I do actually enjoy these conversations in general because ads, man. When I see you chatting shit, it's the best one. This guy's hurt. Phil Foden, you look like Phil Foden, a bit of Bellerin. You're hurt, man. It's a bit mad, man. But look, this is gonna go all over the next couple months. Surely, it's not gonna be done in the next couple of days. To be fair, like FFP wasn't the biggest problem, just as I think, though, man. Like it was a big change, but did it really affect all of us in the way it's affecting, like from this news now today?
Right. Well, I was just bringing up some of the things that have been controversial.
Yeah, FFP was a big 50 million, 3 years net spend, I think it was. And then Chelsea were guilty of young players or something. I can't remember the top of my head when we were banned a couple of years ago. But yeah, look, all these things UEFA have messed up for many, many years, and like you said, it was coming definitely. But what do you think the outcome would be? Just I know I asked you at the start of it, but I'm just trying to think, how can we get both sides together? Like, I can't really think of one.
They will get together because, of course, these domestic leagues have to survive, and you're not surviving with your top revenue earners being banned. Yeah. You're not going to, and the best players going with them because, again, the players aren't going to take a 50% pay cut to stay in the Premier League. If they ban them, the good, all the top flight players will go because again, they need to make their money while they can. So I think the FA's fold, and next year we're going to have the Premier League. We'll be in the Premier League. We might not be in UCL or UEL because UEFA might say, "Well, you're going to play this new competition. We don't want you in ours." And then we get ready for the Super League. So instead of so instead of UCL football and playing Krasnodar and some club you never heard of from Belgium or you're playing Barcelona, Real Madrid. And as a football fan, so I was, of course, because I'm American. If you haven't guessed already, folks, I'm American. So it's probably all my fault this is happening. I was raised on NFL football, and there's no relegation from NFL football. So teams always know that they're going to be making the most money. Didn't stop the competition.
How is that to you in general? How is that to you in general? Do you don't mind it or like? What's your
actually, European football is the only thing I watch now. I was raised on it. Athletes are competitors. Okay, you're never going to take competition out of a match. And the athlete steps on a pitch, a field, wherever they're performing, a ring, they always want to win. They're not programmed to lose. They're programmed to win. So if you think that the competition is not going to be as good between Real Madrid because it happens more often, no, they want to go out there and show we're the best in Europe. We're the best in the world. We have the best players. I'm the number one player. So that's still going to happen. But it's going to be done at a higher level. So you can't coast through the group stages anymore because you're not playing some farmers league where the guy just got off work and then came to the stadium to play. Okay, that's Europa League, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. But don't you think the quality over time will decrease because we play them quite often?
Why would it decrease?
Because because we're used to seeing playing certain teams maybe limited times each year. Obviously, at the start, it's going to be exciting to play them every single week, different big teams. But then we're thinking in our heads, oh, we're used to seeing maybe once or twice a year. If we make it to the semis, if we make it to the quarters, the finals, that's just how we've kind of been brought up. I think that's what people are worried about as well at the same time.
Right, but that's more of the fan than the players.
Yeah,
The fans are saying it's not going to be as special because we do it every other week now.
yeah.
The players are like, I'm going to go out and smash that guy because of what he did to me last week, or they got one on us last week. We want
Yeah.
one on back. So that's not going to go away. So the fans might, say, oh, well, it's not special because it happens so often. But, we had that here in America. We had realignment in sports to where new teams went out of certain divisions into others. But it killed off some rivalries, but it started other rivalries. Just imagine Real Madrid next year, Eden Hazard, come into Stamford Bridge where you could actually be in the stands and watching Reece James put him in the ad boards. That's what I'm waiting for. Just to smash him,
So, just are you for this?
For or against is a moot point because it's going to happen.
No, but
I see the
Are you in
positives
favor
and
for
the
it?
negative.
What was your
You've
opinion?
named all the positives. You've got all the positives out, which I agree with, by the way. But are you a fan of it?
Of what I've heard so far, yes. Because I want Chelsea to smash the top teams in Europe week in, week out.
Fair enough.
That's how I am. I don't want to smash Barnsley, Sheffield United. Who cares? Are you really saying that you care more about smashing those teams than smashing Real Madrid, Barcelona?
No, but it's just, I don't know.
I know it because of the history and how you came up with all the pageantry and how it was set up. It's different for you because you're in England. I wasn't raised there, so I don't have that in me.
Yeah.
As and that's really the split I've seen. Like I said, I've done 3 hours before this on this topic, and the split really is English fans versus non-English fans. Not all. I don't want to generalize, but that's a huge split of people who can actually go to the stadium and people who can't. And of course, that was also on the premise that we wouldn't be playing in the Premier League. And I just think that's bollocks. We're going to play next year in the Premier League, just like always. But instead of UCL football, we'll be playing Super League football. And to me, that would be more enjoyable.
Yeah, if you look at it like that, I wouldn't be so annoyed. But if the whole thing does go ahead and the Premier League does actually kick these guys out of the league for whatever reason, then it will be terrible.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Like I said, there would be sponsors on the phone canceling their sponsorships. There would be TV deals that were pulled. They would lose so much money.
It's like a chess game. It's like a chess game right now between the leagues and the Fiorentino Perez. It's like you make a move, then it's ridiculous, man. What's going on? It's
Yeah, so it's basically that's what negotiations are. It's a chess. So what the FA are actually wanting, if you get down to it, they want a piece of that pie. And right now they're not getting a piece of that pie. So if they sit down and say, okay, well, we'll contribute X amount of dollars for you to distribute amongst the teams, in the domestic league and the lower leagues, we're going to contribute X amount of dollars. And they like that dollar sign, these bans will go away in an instant.
Yeah,
they will go away because that's what they're looking. That's their angle right now. They want a piece of this pie, and right now they're not getting any. So depending on how big that slice is, these bands, they'll be like, well, we've changed our mind. They're going to contribute. The pyramid will be there. They're going to support it. All this great stuff. Watch them double take and backtrack. And in the day, they're really politicians, and how they can double speak. So I'm telling you, They're just angling for a piece of the pie. And when they see how big their slice is, they'll go, yeah, we're fine with that. And move on. And be like, we'll be in the Premier League, same banter, same everything. We'll just be playing better teams in the Super League.
I hope the quality stays up. I know obviously you're saying week in week out you want to play them and smash them and stuff, but I'm talking about after like a year, 2 years, is that hype gonna be there? Basically, that's what we need to see. That's what I want to see personally.
I'm hyped anytime Chelsea smashes somebody. I don't care who it is. They could be toddlers on a football field. If they go out and smash the toddlers, take their lollipops from them, I'm happy. At the end of the day, I'm a Chelsea fan.
The thing is, though, football in the last 10, 15 years has gone weak in terms of the roughness of the game. Like before, maybe 2005, the Roy Keanes, the Scholes, those days of United, it was a lot more tough. You can get away with a lot of fouls. You can, if you know what I mean. Now, you touch someone, VAR, foul, this, that. So, yeah, I mean, everything's changing. And I do think this is definitely going to go the way these 12 clubs are saying. And I don't think they're not going to be banned from the Premier League. There's no way. Like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever. The contracts, the money, the revenue, the TV, the sponsors, it all favors all the big clubs. And they're just going to get more money, man. They win at the end of the day. The money wins, bro. Ads, it's like your business line. If you have an opportunity to make triple, bro, you'll take it. You want to succeed in life. You don't want to be sitting back and on your peak.
I get it, but Arsenal fans must be gassed, though.
Arsenal fans are a bit worried. They're a bit worried.
Arsenal going to be bottom every year.
So you won't like the fact that we can banter Tottenham and Arsenal twice as much for being bottom of two leagues?
No, I'll take that. I'll take that still. I can't even lie. I'll take Arsenal especially. I'll take that.
No, I don't like the idea of it. I can't lie. I just said that if it just replaces Champions League and the Premier League and etc. stays the same, then I won't be too annoyed at it. But still, I don't really like the idea of the concept of it's going to.
Maybe you got to sleep on it. Maybe you got to sleep on it and see what happens.
The whole money thing, bro, but it's just I don't know, man. It's the way I see football, man. It's what made me fall in love with the game, and it's just the competitiveness, the underdogs. Anyone can beat anyone. It's just it's gone now, isn't it?
Ed, if I may ask, how old are you?
20.
Okay, when you get my age, some of that idealism will be gone because you'll understand how the world works. I'm telling you, it's great to be idealistic.
I can't lie. My age now, I'm slowly like going down. I'm not really as into it as I used to be. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm what 5 years older than you, so it's gonna be coming.
Yeah, idealism in everything. It's you go through enough in life, and you understand some of the idealism was great, and it's great to see the enthusiasm. But once you understand how things work and how the world is, and get beat down enough, some of that just goes away. And unfortunately, that's what we call life. And I'm not trying to give anybody life lessons, but I've been around a lot longer than both of you combined, probably on this stream. I have kids older than the Hads, and almost as old as Sadiq. So I'm telling you, you'll find out how it is. And it's like when the first day you found out that the Tooth Fairy wasn't real, or
WWE was fake.
No Santa Claus. If you celebrate Christmas, when you lose some of that innocence, right? Well, it's just another form of innocence that gets shattered for you. I feel for you. I'm sorry it's going to happen, but I just don't see any way back at this point.
Nah, nor do I. No, I get what you're saying. I understand why they done it. It's just I'm not a fan of it, to be honest.
Hey, I'll be a boomer. That's fine. I'd love to be a boomer rather than a zoomer.
Look, as I think when it does happen, because I do think it's going to happen, this whole thing, I think we'll probably adapt to it, man. It's gonna happen. We're gonna adapt to it. We're gonna accept it. We're gonna move on with it. We're gonna be like, oh, we're not a fan of it. When VAR first came out, oh, we're not a fan of it. Then we
Still
got
not a
used to
fan
it.
of it.
Yeah, but this is a whole different breed, man. This is nothing that. Yeah.
I'm trying to compare it to something, man. You know what I mean?
But it is what it is, man. Me and you are not in any position to change it, fam. So whatever happens, happens.
Well, we can. We can go to the stadium tomorrow with Nasri's 70 people, apparently.
Just make sure you're social distance. Or you
Oh,
might get
no,
arrested.
no one social distance here, man. It's disgusting. I hate it. No way.
Hey, I live in a state that's 100% open.
Oh,
There's
open.
no,
Lucky you.
and our COVID numbers have actually gone down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where do you
Yeah,
live?
these men are lost, fam. In the park, they're just sitting together. Oh, it's disgusting, man.
What? It's
Yeah,
the
people have
sun.
had enough, Sadiq, man. People are fed up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the way they're just all together, fam, is
I don't blame people, man. The only thing you can do is protect yourself, man. Just that's it.
No, not Florida.
yeah. Deep
If you're
State.
trying to
This
guess where
guy,
I'm from.
Deep State is always negative, man. He banters badly. He's not serious when he's saying things. He's joking most times. But yeah, look, it's been nearly an hour. It's been a good conversation. I've not spoken just as in what? How long? Maybe 2 months.
No, probably 2 weeks because I was on another one of your. I wasn't actually on, but I was in the chat.
The chat, yeah. But in terms of speaking, it's been about a
Yeah,
month
it's been
or
a
2
while.
months.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a good conversation. Good vibes, man. Ads, I'm surprised you came on.
Yeah, man. I was just playing PlayStation. I saw that you went live, and I was like, why not?
Anyway, it is 2 a.m. You know what? Do we have any other questions in the panel? Kazilla joining now. You crazy, fam. Bro, why are you joining now, man? Yo,
Bro, I just saw the stream now, fam.
Zilla the fraud.
bro, I was tagging you like 100 times, fam.
Listen, you know what it is? I'm gonna give you my snap in it. My thing is not active, bro.
All right, listen. We're gonna end it in a few minutes, though. Like, give us your thoughts quickly on the.
No. You know what it is? Man already went on. Man already went into it like before the stream. You know what I'm saying?
No,
This-
we
as
need
it
everyone to
earlier.
hear it again, bro. As didn't hear it, just didn't hear it. No one heard it, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
hear it.
This has the potential to ruin domestic football, man. You know what I'm saying? No clubs, bro. No clubs. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have anything to play for at the end of the day. So, listen,
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Nah, it's obvious, man. Like, bro, if we're playing in the Super League with no relegation and that, there's no point, man. At the end of the day, so there's gonna.
But you're playing big teams every week.
But bro, like, fam, you're playing big teams every week, but there's no tribalism. Do you know what I'm saying? There's Arsenal are getting 10th and Tottenham are getting 10th. Do you know what I'm saying? And they can still make it to
I
the.
don't know who decided that Arsenal are in the top 6 all of a sudden. Like, these men have been dead.
Nice.
But
It's
they're
solely-
vice president, bro. Conky, bro.
I don't know, because this guy's, I know this guy's just been befriending Perez just to get on his good side and then get put in league. 'Cause I don't know who put Arsenal in the top 6. They are not.
Tottenham got a bit of marketing now. They're laughing stock, but the Amazon documentary thing was quite good as well, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It gave me a bit more insight of what happens behind the scenes. But it's gonna be interesting, man. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna do a preview tomorrow, you know, for Brighton.
Oh, bro, I'm not jumping on that, man.
Because you're gone, Justice.
I'm not on a review either, bro. You think I'm celebrating any win, bro? What have I got to celebrate for, man?
Chill.
I don't care about top 4. Top 4's done, bro. It don't matter if we get top 4, bro. Arsenal were arguing about top 4 for so many months, yeah? It's absolutely nothing now, bro. It's done.
Relax,
So-
bro.
So
Just-
guess who gets to be the first manager to talk about this?
Sorry?
Guess who's the first manager that gets to talk about this or take questions?
Tuchel.
Tuchel. I'd hate to be him tomorrow because they're going to talk about the team. It's like, what do you think about the Super League?
It's a
do you
difficult
think-
one for these. It's a difficult one for these top managers because they can't really talk out against it. Because if they don't want to have any form of successful career, they're going to have to move to one of these clubs anyway. So it's a difficult one.
Yeah, man. It's a bit crazy still. My
Yeah, it's mad what's going on, man.
battery's low, fam. I ain't got a socket, man. Flip sake. My extension's been taken. But look, Kazilla.
Yeah, let me just chime in on one more thing.
Go on.
Yeah, do you know what it is, bro? Obviously football's not going in the right direction at the moment, car. everything's focused and sort of centered around.
Are we talking about football in terms of us fans, how we see it and how we've been brought up? Are we talking about revenue and marketing?
No, revenue. How the modern game is going in a sense. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think one alternative could be, so some of you may have seen that there's no German leagues in this, no German teams in this Super League. You know what I'm saying? Because
No, there
the
is.
way-
They changed it. They
they
changed
changed
it.
it.
They changed
Yeah,
it.
Bayern
Bayern
and Leipzig are jumping in.
and Leipzig, yeah. PSG
sure?
as well.
Yeah. Bayern and Leipzig are jumping in, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's
They're
crazy.
just spinning around the media, bro. They're trying to make it look legit and then come out the true colors, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy because I'm pretty sure the fans have like a 51% stake in the club, so they have to run some of the decisions to the
Yeah, they
fans.
must
You know what
have.
I'm
The
saying?
fans
It's
must
the
have.
same with Barca. It's the same with Barca. They'll do a voting when it comes down to it, but so far they made a choice to go ahead with it. Probably
So are
they'll-
Madrid. Madrid is owned by the fans
Yeah,
too.
Madrid as well.
Real is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll
man.
see.
I was thinking there was some sort of alternative, but fam, this is the end. Can't lie.
It's not. I don't think it's bad the way we're saying it. Obviously, us brought up in London, yeah, it is bad when we look at it like that. But when we're talking about revenue and stuff like that, I don't think it's the worst thing ever.
Nah, bro, it's gonna
deep,
inflate.
It's not hitting our pockets, bro. It's not hitting mine, yours, because it's not hitting any of our
What hits our pocket now? What hits our pocket now?
Exactly, bro. So keep how we like it, bro. It's like the
But
revenue.
that's what Jess was saying to you. You're gonna slowly
the revenue
fall out
has
of it.
No. I'm saying the revenue has. You said it's good for the revenue and stuff, but the revenue had nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
bro.
nothing to do with us. It goes straight to.
All we care about as fans is how we want to see the game, and we don't care about it. The revenue's got nothing to do with me. It's not in
But one thing it could do, yeah, because the teams in Europe, European Super League are going to get so much bread, they could like inflate the transfer market like a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, say for example,
Harry Kane might go West Ham.
You know what I'm saying? So, who knows, bro? Like, Mbappe could go for like 500 M's, bro. At the end of the day, so who knows, fam? It's bare unknowns. That's the thing with this.
Yeah.
It's better for the players, and if you have a better product on the field, is that not good for the fans? If you have a better product on the field, better players, going to a better facility, because of course Chelsea wants to build a new stadium.
Yeah, that's one point.
So you go into a nicer stadium, nice, that's not good for the fans. I'm asking because I don't know how it is over there.
No, definitely, it'll be good.
I don't know what's going on with the stadium. I think the stadium is due to I think Roman's not allowed in the country or something. Maybe they've.
No, the stadium was because there was nonsense like Rory that because they own a small piece of Stamford Bridge, wouldn't sign off on them building a stadium not at Stamford Bridge.
Wait, what was that?
You didn't know that. You didn't hear that.
No.
The supporters club, Chelsea supporters. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if I got the name right. If you're a season ticket holder for so long, I think you own a piece of the club or the stadium it's in, and they didn't have enough votes to build a new stadium that was not at the Stamford Bridge site because, of course, they wouldn't own the new stadium. And that's why you pay more for your tickets now, because they couldn't add any more seats. So if you want to know why your general admission ticket is higher, it's because the season ticket holders that had a stake in the club that wouldn't sign off on it.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he actually openly brags about that.
Hey, Rory.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I didn't know that, That's mad.
So, billionaires and millionaires do not like to lose money. They like to make money. They like to win.
They don't like to lose a penny.
Nope. And if you start cutting off their ability to make more money, they're going to raise ticket prices. And that's what happened. That's why you paid more to go now. It's because because Chelsea have a very small stadium. It's not as big as the giant toilet bowl that's in North London. Because it does look like a toilet bowl if you look from the top.
But genuinely, I don't think the European Super League, we're going to see any repercussion from the fans. Like, obviously, we're going to see a lot of repercussions from the fans in London, domestic fans. But in terms of international fans, they're going to love it, man. They're going to be seeing Chelsea versus AC Milan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ongoing Chelsea versus Real Madrid, they're going to love it. So,
Can Can you imagine the theater of dreams down, over there in Manchester when Ronaldo comes back and plays there
Yeah, it's
against
gonna be,
them?
but it's just the tradition, man. The tradition of the Premier League, the
Yeah,
tradition
man,
of the
it's
Champions
just-
League, tradition
yeah.
of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Some things you can't just change, man. At the end of the day.
I'm gonna have to tap into the NBA a bit more, man.
So, man, I got my UFC, I got my boxing, man. That's not gonna change, fam.
Yeah, UFC.
I've started
Yeah.
watching NBA recently. I'm gonna have to start watching a bit more.
I don't know what's wrong with Chelsea, man. At the end of the day, bro, all of these clubs, even Man City.
Nah, but I don't blame anyone because as soon as 5-6 teams start agreeing, it's like you're put at a point where you're just gonna get left behind if you don't agree to it as well. So you don't really have a choice.
Is the government involved somehow?
I don't think so, bro.
If there is, you could sign a petition, but I don't know if that's gonna make it, man.
Yeah. Again, there's so much money involved right now. It's like trying to put a slinky back in a can. I don't know if y'all know what a slinky is,
Yeah.
but sometimes when the cat's out of the bag, you can't put him back in that bag. Whatever euphemism you want to use, it's rolling downhill, and people in the way are just going to get run over.
One thing we do have on our side is the potential sanctions that UEFA and FIFA are going to impose into the players. So if the players don't care about
Save
representing
my
their
laptop.
countries, then
Yes.
it's a problem. But if they really take pride and care about representing the national team, then obviously that's something they're going to want to do.
Yeah. FIFA's not going to do that either, because can you imagine a World Cup without the top talent in the world there?
Yeah.
They're not going to want that because they're trying to make money too. At the end of it's not like FIFA's a non-profit. They're rolling in the money too, and they're not going to take a loss from sponsorship because Harry Kane's not there, Eden Hazard's not there. Just go down the list. If they're all not there because they're in the Super League, do you think sponsors are going to be readily going to put out all that money, especially coming off what's happened the last 2 years? No.
But
That's not going to happen.
But it ruins the Premier League as well because say you don't win the Premier League, yeah, what have you got to fight for? Even if we say we do stay in the Premier League, regardless of the Super League, what have you got to fight for if you haven't won the Premier?
To win the Prem.
Yeah, but what if you don't? So say you've lost the first 5 games of the season, 10 games of the season, you've got maybe 12 points, 15 points. You're obviously not going to win the Premier League. What do you do from then?
Try to win the Super League?
There's no intent.
Like we do now.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying, man. That's the bad thing about it. And also, how does the Champions League and Europa League qualification now work if we stay in the league?
Well, I would think Champions League would go to the first 4 that are not of the 6.
Exactly, but listen to how dumb that sounds so stupid. Like just the whole concept of that. What if? Oh, it makes no sense to me, man. This is
It was Everton, Southampton,
yeah, it's going to be like Leicester, West Ham, Everton.
That's it. That's not Champions League, man.
Basically, what we got to admit from this is the Champions League will now become the European Super League, and the Europa League will now become the Champions League. That's what it is.
Yep.
I think that's how we have to sum it up now. The
No,
Champions
I think Chelsea won the Champions League.
But there's not going to be. There's
Some
not
other
gonna be
clubs,
a Premier League.
Arsenal never got a Champions League, bro.
I don't think there's going to be a Premier League.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a Premier League, but
They're
I
going
don't
to kick out the teams that want to be in the Super League. They're going to kick them out.
Yeah, I think they're going to kick them out as well.
So what's the
They
point?
can't. There's contracts, bro. They can't.
They can, bro.
What are you
That's
on
what I've
about,
been
fam? They can't.
What do you mean they can't, bro?
Fam, they're bluffing. These man just chatting shit, trying to get them back, bro. Come on, man. You can't be that, like deluded, fam.
Watch, we'll see on that. I think they're going to kick them out, bro.
They're just chatting breeze, man.
Well, they can kick them out. They won't, because
It's money.
there
man.
will be no more Premier League if they kick them out.
Yeah, but the Premier League's going to be dead even if we're in it, bro. Because if you don't win the league, you aren't doing anything.
They don't
Right,
care.
but-
They don't care, man.
Yeah, football's just done. I can't.
Oh, I know. If you're not in it, yeah, and you come top 4, you get to join the Super League.
Yeah, that would be a thing.
See, that's what I'm saying. The new Champions League is the Super League, and Europa League is now Champions
It's
League.
not
Man.
like that, Sadiq.
That's
You know,
not like that. That's not like that,
you
bro.
know, there's
Bro,
qualifications. You can qualify for the Super League. There's 5 spots available. So if there's 5 spots available, my guess is whoever wins the league of the top 5 leagues will get.
No, it's not that, bro. I think it's going to be a permanent thing. They said teams gonna get relegated, and plus Avram Glazer, owner of Man United, and Stan Kroenke, they're both like chairmans. You know what I'm saying? So the teams are not going to get relegated out the Super League. It's no
NFL is the
relegation,
real football now, man. We're playing soccer.
bro. It's no relegation. Whatever stays in the Super League, it stays in the Super League.
Right for now, and I don't know if it'll always stay this way because things change over time.
Yeah, the change.
Because these teams are taking a huge risk doing this,
Yeah.
you cannot say, you're going to take this risk, but next year you might be screwed. Then nobody takes the risk.
Yeah.
The top 15 teams are right now, as announced, is 12. We'll be in there for, yes. And then you'll have 5 teams that can get in there. That could expand later down the road. If it catches on, if Champions League or Europa League folds because of this, because at that point you actually are playing farmers. When you get down to, playing second and third league teams, then you will have more teams that can come into it. So right now it would be like top 5, let's say it's 15 teams and 5 added. So it would be the winner of the Euro division, which would be Ajax. Probably the winner of the Portuguese league would be in there. And then there would be the top finisher out of the 6 in the Premier League would be in. The top out of La Liga, not those 3 would be in. So you're still getting the best teams in the world playing each other. And all you're doing is cutting out the group stage of the UCL. That's what you're doing. And going to the knockout stages. And you're playing those knockout stages.
And you're making the domestic leagues irrelevant.
But you're not. Don't you want to win the Premier League every year?
Of course you want to, but only one team can do that, and that just means for the 5 other teams you really got nothing to play for.
But for most teams, you don't have any play for. What do Man U have to play for this year?
Top 4.
They can win the Europa League and still get in.
Yeah, but they're playing for top 4.
Why? Because they can win Europa League and still get in.
You still want to. It's the incentive. It's qualifying for the Champions League. The incentive of being in the competition of Europe.
It's a backup option, like a blanket type thing.
Okay, let's say we don't win. Let's say everything stays the same, and we come in 5th and win the UCL. We're in Champions League, so the league didn't matter anyway.
Sadiq, when did they say this is going to come into fruition? Is it 2024?
No, summer. This summer, bro.
This summer, bro.
Bruv. Yeah, this is mad still.
You know what? I'm slowly coming in favor of it.
Can't allow it.
Nah,
Man.
man, I'm not with it, man. I can't lie.
No, except from the fan aspect, yeah. I'm slowly understanding it. Like I genuinely understand it,
Come on,
and it's just gonna be one that we accept and adapt to.
Man,
And some take
international
time.
football, man.
Have you listened to Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand speaking about it?
Bro, they're gonna be out of jobs. That's
Yeah,
why.
You're right.
Bro, they got enough money. You really think they care about their jobs and they
Fam,
can
they
get
don't have enough money, man. Most of them go into debt. They start betting. They got Salford City, whatever it is. They're gonna go in debt as well. It's done.
Bro, any the zone they would be very happy to take Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand, bro. Believe me.
They're not joking, man. They're not playing.
Fam, what the Super League's gonna say is that to Amazon, no Gary Neville, no Sky Sports employees, no BT Sport employees, none of them. If they chat shit about us, none of them. Look, listen, Premier League's gonna sort it out with the European Super League, 100%. I think the Champions League's fully done with UEFA. That's a new European League for me, and I think it's just gonna be the same, man. I think it's just gonna be more competitive. But the question is the competitiveness gonna last with the fans' heart and eyes for the next couple of years, seeing it over and over again? That is the question that none of us can answer. Just to saying, yep, it's going to be the best players against the best players, which is true, But for us growing up, seeing us build our way through the boring games like Krasnodar and growing up, we're kind of used to that and we want that. So the only way we're going to find out is when we actually witness it ourselves and see the changes. So we're going to have to wait for that. And in terms of marketing, it is basically the rich getting richer, man. That's all it is. There's nothing we can do. Literally, there's nothing we can do. We just have to watch it, innit? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna watch it 100% like I am nowadays, personally.
How are you in favor then?
How am I in favor?
Yeah, if you're not,
I'm in favor. I'm in favor.
Everyone's trying to lose their passion for the game, bro.
Yeah.
But then again, it's kind of. Don't you think it's ruined already in general?
Not at all.
Nah, no way.
You don't think it's ruined in general?
Final.
Look how Arsenal were reacting to drawing Porto in the Champions League, bro.
Bro, we're in
Come
the
on,
Champions League semi-final, FA Cup
Yeah,
final.
but I'm talking about VAR. I'm talking about FFP. I'm talking about all this shit that you see in football
That's
now.
why FFP was gonna get cancelled anyway.
relaxed. It's relaxed.
Bro, that's because of COVID. They want you to spend money, bro.
What I think that yeah, y'all sound like old people pining for the good old days. I'm not trying to slight anybody, but things always change. Okay. As much as I don't want some things to change, it doesn't matter. They're going to move on.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying.
Nah,
it's
we're gonna
one of those
adapt to
things you're just going to have to get used to, unfortunately. I'm not saying that you're going to love it right away, but how many more times are you going to be able to walk down to your stadium down the road and see the best players in the world play?
That's not what you
the
want.
thing is, we're not,
Champions
bro.
League for, though, man.
These teams are going to be playing in Vienna and flipping San Francisco and shit, bro. We're not going to be able to see it, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Where did you get that from?
What?
No, it's European Super League for a reason, man.
Okay, but San Francisco is not in Europe.
Okay, not San Francisco, but say for example, like places in Europe, like it's not going to be. We're not going to get the home matches. You know what I'm saying? Week in, week out.
Yeah,
They're going
yes,
to be
we are.
scattered all over the place.
It's already in the press release.
Yeah,
Again,
if Chelsea plays certain teams, there's going to be at least one leg in London.
Yeah,
It's going to be
gonna
normal Champions League rules.
yeah. So again, we're talking about billionaires. Do you think they're going to pass up making $1 for an entry fee into the stadium to watch the games? No, they want that. They want every single penny they can make. So they're not going to say, well, we don't want to play this at a stadium that we know we can fill week in, week out. Now, it could be the championship game, the final, could be wherever.
Man, honestly, man, I'm not in favor of it, man. You know, to me, it looks like an elitist type of scheme, man. And not just for Chelsea. We're looking at it from a Chelsea point of view, man. You know what I'm saying? What about teams like West Ham, Leicester, man? These teams, these smaller teams that have some sort of goals in that to make the Champions League, it's not going to be the same anymore, man. We can't let this corruption take over football, man. Like, it's sad to see, fam.
The thing is, it's not going to get to that level, man. This is just a big statement made for UEFA to come back with something. That's all it is.
Bro, I'm not trusting any scheme with Stan Kroenke and Avram Grant, two guys who own football clubs who are at the helm of this scheme. I'm not trusting it, man. At least with UEFA, you can say they're corrupt and whatnot, but there's somewhat of a neutral board. If these owners of clubs are running this European Super League, I don't want anything to do with them.
Bro, listen. It's like the government. No one trusts the government in this country. It's going to be the same with football. We can't do nothing.
I hate it, but this is a direct scheme, bro. These guys own the football clubs. Florentino Perez owns Real Madrid, and he is literally the top guy of the European Super League. I'm not with him, man.
He's the president of Real Madrid. He actually doesn't own the team. The fans do.
We need to, bro.
Madrid fans.
I think the fans should if there's people local.
Because there's going to be votes, bro. Barca and Madrid, they're going to have votes by fans, like, to decide. This is just one public move made by everyone. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, but with like with teams like Manchester United, Chelsea, and whatnot, who are owned by like a sole entity, we haven't got any say, which is a problem. So I think like going forward, if there's any way to do what they do in the Bundesliga, the 49 plus one rule, where you can split the ownership between the fans and the private investor, for me, like that'll make everything more stable, man. Honestly,
No, actually, it'll take
then we
more
can
money
have-
out of football.
no, but then we can see some stability in the club.
You're going to take money out of football.
Just very quickly before Jess carries on, Ads needs to go, man. Ads, look after yourself, man. Take care.
Take care.
So the reason these players make these wages is because billionaires own clubs. And the reason billionaires own clubs is because they can make money in it. If you say, we don't want your billions, you can only own a certain percentage of the club, then you're taking an enormous amount of money out of football, which means out of the players' pockets. So you're not hurting the billionaire because they can always go and invest in something else. You're hurting the player coming up that wants to be a millionaire, that wants to bring their family out of poverty. You want more money into football because if you ever want to see the best example of this, you can listen to a man named Jason Whitlock. He's an American journalist, former athlete, and he speaks about the NFL creating more wealth for minorities than any other organization, or they create the more millionaires than anything else between the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball. So those people who are historically disadvantaged have a chance playing a kids game to change the future of their entire family. So you want more money put in so more kids can achieve that dream.
Is money everything, Justice?
In what sense? What are you talking about?
When I grew up and I used to look at football, I used to be like, yeah, I play it for a passion. Earning some money would be nice. That passion basically is put to the side, and everyone's going to be playing for money. Is that the right way?
Well, I think that's kind of a little short-sighted because I can tell you, I can't speak from experience because I grew up in America. Even our poorest people, live better than most people in the world. So if you're telling me that kid that lost both his parents or only could eat one meal a day, does money mean everything? I'm sure their answer would be different than mine, right? Because I can be idealistic because I don't have to worry about where my next meal is coming from. If you're somebody that does, yeah, money means a whole lot. And so I think it's perspective based.
Yeah. It depends on situations. Definitely. But look, we just got to see what happens next, innit? Obviously, we'll keep eyes on all topics. We've been streaming for nearly an hour and a half. I said I'll end it after an hour, but this is what happens when conversations are quite good. Because you're going to be eating very soon, man. Got to fast soon.
Yeah, man. I want to make some food after the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do Brighton preview. I probably won't. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I do, it'll be around 7 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. So I'll let you guys know. He'll be at work. Yeah, but you're always working, but you're on social media, bro. Like you're looking at everything.
I can tweet, but I can't be live.
You can have the audio on only, no video.
No video.
All right, cool, guys. Everyone has different opinions. No one's right or wrong. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. It is expected to go ahead from the summer. So we'll see what happens. If you guys can like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Justice, thanks for coming on. It's been a while. Hopefully we'll see you very soon again. And Kazilla, man, thanks for coming on quite late, man. I appreciate it as well.
Come, bro.
Everyone else, take care. We'll see you soon, man. Peace.